video, we're going to be talking about pruning tomato plants and how we deal with those pesky tomato hornworms. So what exactly are we looking for when we are pruning tomato plants?
I look for anything that has disease and start with those, and anything that touches the ground. And then we start taking out big branches.
Now, are you careful about which branches you're pruning?
Not really. Just make sure I don't pick ones with blossoms and tomatoes on them.
So why exactly are you wearing gloves while pruning?
That is strictly because the green takes forever to get off.
And it smells.
I like the smell of it. The smells fine. It just takes 3 days to wash off.
Pruning your tomato plants isn't just about keeping things tidy. It actually helps increase airflow, prevent disease, and direct the plant's energy into producing more fruit, not just leaves. When you remove the unnecessary suckers, you're encouraging bigger, juicier tomatoes and fewer fungal issues like blight. So what do you do with the tomato clippings? Do you put them in the compost pile?
Nope, I just let them rot in the garden. Leave them in the garden. Break down and just fine for the garden.
So a question for our viewers, what's your favorite variety of tomato to grow? Because I'm loving my Cordon Bleu. They are so rich and flavorful, and they are my favorite for canning. So a little pruning tip, if you remove the lower leaves up to the first fruit set, these leaves often are the ones that touch the soil, which can spread the disease. So less foliage at the bottom means better airflow and cleaner tomatoes. So we all know that you refuse to eat store-bought tomatoes. So why don't you tell us why you only eat the tomatoes that you grow?
They're the only ones that taste good. We don't spray them with a bunch of other products. Actually, we don't spray them with anything. Fertilize them when we plant them, and that's it.
And what do we fertilize them with?
Dairy dew. Which
of course is all organic dairy compost. We avoid all chemical sprays in our garden, so here are a few natural solutions that we love. First, diatomaceous earth. You can sprinkle it on the soil and leaves. Just make sure you avoid the flowers because it's rough on the pollinators. 2, neem oil spray, which is safe and effective when used early in the morning. And then 3rd, you can use companion planting. You can plant things like basil, marigolds, or dill near your tomatoes, which help repel pests naturally.
And so begins our battle.
Why are tomato worms so bad for the plants?
Well, if they would only eat the leaves, they're just fine because I cut all the leaves off, but they attack the fruit at some point in time. And we don't like that.
These little green tomato hornworms can devour our plants overnight if we're not watching closely.
The good thing is that chickens like them.
Yep, we're going to go feed these to the chickens right now. So the best way to deal with hornworms is to just hand pick them. They're camouflaged really well, so you need to look for the black droppings and stripped branches.
That's why they're bad. They eat holes in the fruit. In the tomatoes.
So it really could wipe out a whole crop of tomatoes if we don't handle the worms. So in my last video, I misspoke. I thought we only had just over 80 plants tomato plants, but it turns out we have about 120 tomato plants. And so far this evening, Justin is finding 1, 2, 3 or more tomato worms on each plant that he is pruning. So what we do with them is we don't kill them because they are a delicacy for our chickens. So it's about 9 p.m. So it's a little dark in here, but I want to give them the worms, but not necessarily the leaves, because the leaves are the leaves are toxic, so they won't eat them, but they will get the worms. If I can help them out though. See, there's a worm right there. Oh, find the worm. There's a worm right there. Yeah, got it. Keep going. Oh, Got part of it. Nope. That is the plant, ding dong. There's a worm right there on the end. Right there, right there. Oh, you got it. Okay. Got that one. Oh, there's still one right there. Yep, that's it. I think we, oh, no, don't do that. Oh, no, there's a worm right there. Here. Refocus, refocus. Come on. All right, let's see if I can bend this leaf over so they can find it easier. There it is. Oh, okay, let's do this. So here on the end of this leaf is the worm. Let's see if we can get it. Whoop! I guess he just took the whole thing. He's got the worm. Oh, and it's gone. It is such a beautiful night here in northern Michigan. It's a little after 9 and it's just cool enough to where we really have time to work in the garden, where it's comfortable temperature wise. It just makes it easier to enjoy the time that we do have out here when it's not so hot and humid. So the biggest thing that we make with our tomatoes is pasta sauce, and I try for 100 to 120 quarts of pasta sauce in a year, and that feeds our family pretty good. That allows for about 1 meal per week of like spaghetti or lasagna or some sort of pasta dish with tomato sauce. And all of the ingredients in that pasta sauce, which you can actually find that recipe on my website, all of the vegetables in it are actually from our garden that I use. So that's onions, garlic, peppers, tomato, everything there is farm fresh. How do you feel when you accidentally trim the wrong branch off of a plant?
Don't have the wrong branch.
How can you be so confident?
Hard to find. Once in a great while I do, but it's no big deal. Plants are growing like crazy anyway, so they'll just grow back.
So far, Justin's got about 2/3 of the plants all trimmed up and just about 1/3 left, and he's been out here for about 2 hours so far. You think you're gonna get all the plants done tonight? We'll probably be dark in another half an hour or so.
Right there.
I can't even see the tiny worm. Oh, there, yep. That one's a little itty bitty. And then to the left is a big one. What are we doing with those ones tonight?
It's killing them.
Whoops. Birds don't get that tonight.
So whether you're pruning for bigger fruit or battling bugs, a little time spent with your tomato plants goes a long way.
Since it's getting late, it's about time that I put my ducks and goslings away. I have them in the side yard with my raised beds because they actually are keeping the weeds down, and I've only actually mowed in here once so far this summer, and it is the last week of July. But I know they're ready to go in for the night because as soon as they see me, they start running for the greenhouse. And then it makes it easy. All I have to do is close the door and they're in for the night.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and tap that bell so you don't miss more videos on holistic gardening, homesteading, or simple living. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.